Disasters are seriously disruptions to the functioning of a community that exceed its capacity to cope using its own resources. It can be caused by natural, man-made, and technological hazards, as well as various factors that influence the exposure and vulnerability of a community. Our country, Philippines, experience different kinds of disasters. Alongside is the flooding, which is one of the most common and frequent, causing much suffering, even loss of human lives, damage to structures and materials, financial losses, and even disruption of work. Flooding is the abnormal progressive rise in the water level of streams or rivers, which may result in the overflowing that partially or completely submerges a normally dry land. Flooding are due to man-made or natural circumstances and aspects, often caused by heavy rainfall, storm surge from a tropical cyclone or tsunami in coastal areas, inadequate design and maintenance of drainage canals and facilities, poor garbage disposal that block the waterways and drainage canals, as well as deforestation. How do we then prepare for possible flood? In fact, it is true, and I believe in the saying that it is better to have a plan when it is not needed than without a plan when it is necessary. So for us to be prepared for possible flood, we need to be ready. And to be ready is to have a plan. In planning, we must include and consider the evacuation routes to be taken and the evacuation or safe area. But beforehand, gather and pack supplies including non-perishable foods, if possible, those ready to eat or canned goods, and drinking water for several days, enough for everyone. Cleaning supplies, hygiene kits and basic medicine, as well as clothings, and the important documents in one handy bag or emergency bag or the so-called e-bag, so as to be ready and easily taken in case you must leave immediately or when you need to evacuate to a safer place or to the designated evacuation area. What can we do to ensure flood control and prevention? Really, flood control and prevention is not an easy task, for flood water is uncontrollable and unpredictable. Since flooding was caused either by man-made or natural circumstances and or aspects, we cannot prevent its natural causes. However, we can ensure control and prevention to its man-made causes through a collaborative effort by the government and its citizenry. Meaning, every one of us has its own responsibility and important role to play, which requires a good and proper planning. This good and proper planning includes, but not limited on improving flood control measures like constructing dams, reservoir, and dikes to river flood-prone areas, seawalls and floodwalls, as well as planting of mangroves as vegetation to coastal areas to mitigate the overflowing of water or retain extra water during storm surge and tsunamis. Enhance further the existing drainage canals, manholes, and other waterways. Conduct regular cleaning and unclogging, and design and improve new constructions. As an ordinary citizen of the community, observe proper waste disposal like putting all our garbage or wastes into garbage bag to prevent them from being thrown into drainage canals when it rains or blown by air, which eventually caused from blockades. We can also help in the intensified information and education campaign to boost public awareness of the people to practice and ensure flood control and prevention, and make it as a way of life for us to have better and safe environment. and to live our life to its fullest. I am Senior Fire Officer 2 Victor Gabion, Chief Administrative Section, City of Batak Fire Station.